Hello, this is Surfline Surf Forecaster Chris Borg with your Orange County Register Marine Forecast. This is effective at 5 o'clock on Monday. This is brought to you by Buoy Weather. Starting off in the North Pacific, had been pretty quiet as far as storm activity goes over the last couple of weeks, but we've got a brand new low spin into the northwest of Hawaii now. That has potential to send us some west-northwest groundswell, moderate size this weekend. We'll keep posting the progress of that. Meanwhile, high pressure dominates the east end of the ocean, mostly cloud-free skies as shown in the satellite photo here. Here's what it looks like on the analysis. You can see that high spinning off the coast, and that'll be there for most of this week, but that high is due to lack intensity over the next couple of days, weaken, and that should set up lighter northwesterly flow over the outer coastal waters. We're still looking at northwesterly winds on Tuesday out of the north-northwest, about 15 to 20 knots in the morning, but that'll weaken out of the west around 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon Tuesday. Seas combined run about 7 to 9 feet, then wind swell activity not much, and patchy fog in the morning. It looks like those winds back down to more like northwest 10 to 15 on Wednesday, and then more westerly to northwesterly flow 10 knots or under as we head into the second half of the week. Expect to see warmer temperatures then as well. Also, activity generated throughout the North Pacific right now. The longer groundswell component of that mostly confined up to the Gulf of Alaska. We could be seeing some waves out of that this weekend, though. Tropics still closed for the season, but opening day for the tropical season is now just 3 days away. That's May 15th, so we could have a new source of swell in the weeks and months to come. South Pacific, not much storm activity down there as far as any swell generation as far as Southern California goes over the next couple of days. We do have one south swell activity out in the water right now. That will be slowly winding down on Tuesday. Still find waves out of that well-exposed spots, especially in Orange County on Tuesday, but those waves weaken on Wednesday. Really nothing new in sight for the Southern Hemisphere for the rest of this week. We are watching one low spinning off of Central South America right now that could send in some south-southeast swell early next week, but until then, not much going on as far as Southern Hemisphere swell goes for most of this week. Also, activity generated throughout the South Pacific right now, west end over to the east end of the ocean, kind of confined to the higher latitudes. The longer groundswell component of that, you can see on this graph, there's just not much out there. We don't really have any significant Southern Hemisphere swell new stuff scheduled for this week. Again, possibility of some south-southeast early next week. For Orange County for the next couple of days, we are looking at east-southeast winds in the morning, eddy conditions on the light side, 5 to 8 knots, enough to put a ripple on the water, and then those winds more southwesterly at 10, 12 knots second half of the day. We have that south swell in the water right now. That's good for waist, shoulder high waves, top exposed spots of northern Orange County doing better on sets. Those waves will wind down. We have northwest wind swell mixing in on Tuesday as well. Those waves fade by the middle of the week. So smaller surf on Wednesday into Thursday. We're looking for a shot of northwest swell, kind of steep angle coming in on Friday. Better west-northwest potential groundswell for this weekend. Pretty nice weather. It gets better as we head in the middle and second half of the week. Next update here, 5 o'clock on Thursday. We'll see you then.